Start of the fourth quarter here at Loveland High School, and the Tigers with the football, second down and 8 from their own 46-yard line, and they are looking deep, but they will send it incomplete to the far sideline, and that will be third down coming up. Here's Lindsay on the sideline. Lindsay?
Guys, I have a little off-the-field story. Offensive guard Jake Farrell actually had to deal with neuroblastoma cancer at the age of 12. He had to go 14 months of treatment, chemotherapy, radiation, bone marrow transplant. He missed a lot of middle school, 6th and 7th grade, couldn't play sports until the 8th grade. Good news, he's in remission and he has a positive outlook.
What a story, and he is a starter on that offensive line for the Tigers, and a very big, important part of that offensive line, I might add.
That's a great story. He's a tough kid, showed a lot of resiliency, and now he's playing at a high level. You would never have guessed that.
Timeout, Tigers. They lead by a touchdown here at home over Lakota East, and it was last year at this time that the Lakota West came in here to play, and Lakota West beat this team, but this year it's East with the first game of the season against the Loveland Tigers. He has an opinion, and he's not afraid to share it. Bruce Hooley wants to help make Ohio sports fans smarter on Hooley each Monday at 8 o'clock. He's right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. 11:55 to go in the football game. It has flown by. We've had one turnover, and the Tigers are loving the fact that they're up by a score.
Getting fired up.
Well, here's the deal. It's ball control, and you have to make sure, if you're a Tiger fan, that your football team's not going to turn it over like East did.
Exactly right, and he's coming down to thunder and lightning. Lakota East is thunder, and the Tigers have been all light.
Here's Blake. Gonna throw it for the first down. And it's going to be just at the marker, too, and Bajak has the catch over across the way. He doesn't catch many, but when he does, they're significant. 3 of his 8 catches a year ago, believe it or not, went for touchdowns.
That was a big-time grab, and give Plitt a ton of credit for staying alive, avoiding pressure, maintaining his accuracy, having enough patience to allow Bajak to get open.
Boy, you talk about a big play. That was 3rd down and 8. They got just enough. Peters on the near sideline, and he is stopped right away by Gamble of East.
Gamble with the tight coverage. This time they ran the 5-yard stop on 1st down, and what they're setting up, Tim, is the hitch and go. One pump fake, and then straight down the sideline.
I was thinking wheel route, too.
Yeah.
Now, they'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
But maybe a Peters hitch and go, you never know.
This is the area of the field where you see those type of plays.
Load up 8 in the box, too. Counter, Aegis. And that is Bagnoli who ran the counter, and he lost yardage on that play. Great pursuit by the East Thunderhawks, and a couple of yards lost on that play.
Not a misdirection, but the penetration up front disrupted the play, and then Jared Fisher finishes the deal. That defense stayed home. They were not fooled by all the counter action. Backside linebackers stayed at home and made a play. Jared Fisher's having a great game.
Isn't this some good old-fashioned football? I mean, there's a smashing out both sides, but Loveland has thrown the ball a lot more effectively, and here they are again. But his leading receiver not there, and sacked all the way back to midfield, and that was Nettler. Jacob Nettler, the linebacker, makes the play.
Let's look at Santino LaRubio getting that penetration.
Yeah, but he's the first guy that got there.
Yeah, he's the first guy. That was a 3rd down call. They were expecting pass, sent pressure, and confused the offensive lineman. Now this offense gets a chance to get back on the field, only down 7 points.
Jaeger back deep. Rugby-style kick. And it hits Jaeger right at the shoulder pads. He'll find a little bit of running room. And down the far seam to the 30-yard line.
very much blocking on that play, and it's tough to block as a return team when you face a rugby-style punt. Because number one, you have to make sure he doesn't take off running with the football. Punter.
So we got a flag on the play, Marcus. It's right there at the 47-yard line, and it's going to go against Loveland. Block below the knees is the call.
As a head coach, you want to decide, take the ball right there with this field position or make him kick the ball over.
It was a pretty good.
During the kick, illegal block below the waist on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 4th out.
They're going to kick it again, see if they can get a little bit better field position.
Hager has to do a better job of fielding that football. It's tough because the rugby-style punt forces the football to take weird bounces once it hits the turf.
Look at Rick Haynes. I mean, he is into it. Got the shorts on tonight. Pacing on that sideline. Boy, they have a schedule. They won 9 games last year. In their first 5 and 7 in the first 8. They took Coleraine to overtime and lost in OT 49-48. Here's Yeager getting the block, and he will find a little bit more running room and out to almost midfield, and East will have 53 yards to pay dirt. Did you know that you can get up to 100% college tuition serving part-time when you join the Ohio Air National Guard? Visit goang.com/OH to learn more. This is a good decision to take that penalty.
Yeah, it's a great decision to take that penalty. Now the field is flipped. They only have 52 yards to go. But they're going to have to get some positive plays. Minimize the penalty.
Down by a touchdown with 9 minutes to go here in the football game. Ellison right at midfield. He's going to give it to Glenn. And he breaks the tackle, just enough momentum to get him into Tiger territory at the 48. Gain of 5.
That was a nice game up the middle, and when you face that triple option, you have to tackle the field, whether he has the ball or not, because you just can't guess. If you think the quarterback has it, Glenn will be streaking right down the middle of the field.
How about this formation? Trips to the near sideline. There's 4 in the package this time for Jemison. He puts a man in motion, and he'll give it to Glenn, and he'll get down to the 45-yard line. Might give him the 44, but we have not seen that formation tonight.
We haven't seen that formation. It's a second down call to loosen up the defense and to create some run lanes up front. The offensive line will take bigger splits. Linebackers are walked out a little further because they have to honor the formation. And another 3-4 yard pickup.
Jemison last year was a 34% passer, much better in the opener tonight. He's got a big play coming up here, and he's going to call timeout. Smart play by a senior veteran football player.
He came to the line and didn't like what he saw, didn't have enough time to go through his cadence. And on 3rd and 4, you don't want to take a penalty and end up on 3rd and 9.
Tune in next Thursday night as we kick off week 2 of the high school football action live at 7 o'clock in northeastern Ohio. It's Canton Glenna battling Massillon, while in mid and also southwest Ohio, it's Hamilton Township hosting Licking Heights. Right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel, television home for high school sports. Looking into the Tiger huddle. They've got a big play coming up here on 3rd and 3. As East called timeout to make sure they could run the play against the defense.
Well, right at halftime, we heard Coach Cranford talking about matching the physicality of the East Thunderhawks. So far, this defense has matched the physicality. They haven't given up any points in the second half.
So here we go, low snap. Jemison trying to find a running room, and he will be dropped. Short of the first down, I think. His momentum got him pretty close, but that was a play that just did not develop very well.
You see they're in a shotgun formation, and normally he's under center, and every now and then they'll go to the shotgun, but it's It's hard for a high school center to be able to master both. And it looks like Jemison took his eyes off the ball for a quick second and made something out of nothing.
Going for it on 4th down. Biggest play of the game, and they'll give it to Glenn, and he has got the first down for the Thunderhawks. He took it over the right side, and a huge play for Lakota East.
He made something out of nothing. The right side with the fullback trap behind number 77, the right guard, Nick Hoffmeyer. Like we said earlier, we know Glenn's going to fall forward. It's going to take 2 or 3 guys to knock him backwards. That's a tough play to make on 4th down.
7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the ball game. 28-21. Tigers playing defense. They've got the lead. And they're going to go Glenn again. Nope, they're going to pitch it. And the Tigers are all over it. Lepper did not even get a step. That's a loss of what, 5 yards?
Calvin Whitaker coming from his backside defensive end position. And that's called team discipline on defense. Everyone stayed under key from the dive to the quarterback to the pitch. You get guys running to the football. On a lineup behind the sticks offensively.
2nd down and 13. It was a loss of 3 on the play. Jemison going to throw it near sideline, and it's batted down. Tigers right there, Saunders and Whitaker in the face of Jemison.
That Tiger defense read the wide receiver screen right from the snap. And that's one thing you see more of from defensive linemen. When you can't get to the quarterback and it's a quick throw, get your hands in the air. You might end up tipping the ball to yourself. That's a great play.
Calvin Whitaker is 6'3", goes 185 pounds, and he used every inch of his body and his hands. Jemison in motion, and now he will throw it backside. Leopard's there. He's at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Huge play for the Lakota East Thunderhawks. They get the ball to Caleb Lepper down the near sideline, and East is a point away from tying the ball game.
Caleb Lepper took the fake and ran the wheel route. Basically a play action, throwback. They gave the Tigers a bit of their own medicine on that play. We saw the Tigers run that same play in the first half. And it's a tough play to stop. Whoever is responsible for that area of the field has to stay home.
And Fawcett to tie it. It's up, and it is good. And we are tied at 28 with 6:04 to go in the football game. Let's take a look.
Give Jemison a bunch of credit for just selling the fake, riding out the play action, and the entire defense shifted to the left side. Lepper was wide open. Watch the individual effort, the speed, ability to stay in bounds, cross the goal line, tie the football game up. What a ball game we had.
I'll say this right now. I was concerned about if he stayed in bounds, but we saw both of those looks. He was definitely in bounds.
Clearly in bounds.
Here's the scoring drive, 7 plays. Took it 51 yards and ate up about 3 minutes and 4 seconds of the clock. So we're knotted at 28 with 6:04 to go here in this football game. Lakota East, well, they know that they are in a football game tonight. They have 5 potential playoff teams in their first 5 weeks of this season. I mean, they know that they have got a very difficult schedule, but that's part of the GMC. When you play teams like Colerain and Sycamore and Mason, they have a very tough schedule.
Yeah, it's definitely a gauntlet, and if you can make it out of that gauntlet with 1 or maybe 2 losses or win them all, that'll get you prepared for the postseason.
And Fawcett just booms that ball about 5 yards deep in the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers as they start at their own 20. More scoring drives, about 66.5 yards per drives in the non-scoring drives. only 14 yards per drive. So really, Loveland, it's either feast or famine.
Exactly right.
From the 20. And not much running room at all. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it for Waddell. And that's an unusual situation because Waddell has had very good success tonight.
Jacob Nelton, defensive end, crashed down in his defensive end spot. Lots of penetration in the backfield with all of the play action and faking and going on the backfield. He maintained his eye discipline.
Only a junior. The Plitt brings him up. Second down and 10. And he's going to keep it himself this time, making a good cut out to about the 25, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. And Fuller in on the stop from his defensive back position for the Thunderhawks, coming out of the 5-minute mark here at Loveland.
Triple option, quarterback key. Forces the defense to stay honest, get you in the 3rd and medium situation. Now you have to decide run, pass, screen, cross. As a defense, you got to be alert for everything.
Official timeout on the field. The thing we didn't see in the first half was Plitt actually running the football. Here in the second half, he's done a lot of running.
Yeah, he's running the football, and that's one of the adjustments Coach Cranford made at halftime. Was there was so much Waddell. Now let's use him as a decoy in the run game, and then that should open up Plitt around the perimeter.
The self-proclaimed voice of truth and reason brings over 4 decades of wisdom to the Cleveland sports scene. Watch more sports and Les Levine Monday through Thursdays at 6 o'clock right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. We are in the Loveland huddle here and under the direction of Drew Plitt, the senior quarterback. He'd been there for 3 consecutive years as a starter. Plenty of experience in these situations.
And it shows through the air with his legs, his leadership, his toughness, the ability to stand and deliver in the pocket under duress. Let's see if he can maintain this drive and wheel his team down for a score.
Big play here, 3rd down and 5 from their own 25-yard line. But looking for the hitch and go, doesn't have time to throw it. Now he's just going to have to look for a secondary receiver, and he has one across the way, and that's it. Looks like Bagnoli over there. Yep, Bagnoli makes the catch, but he is short of the 1st down yardage, so it'll be 4th down. And Plitt really wanted to throw it near sideline.
Yeah, we called that hitch and go, and you know, the defense was alert to it, primarily because of the officials' timeout. You get a little more time to talk, and as a defensive coordinator, you tell your guys, hey, watch for the trick plays. But Mike Nelson made a great open field tackle.
Give a lot of credit to Preston Gamble on that play too. There's the rugby style kick by Boucher, and it was the hit down at the 41-yard line. And so that's where East will have it, and they'll get a crack at nodding this football game that right now stands at 28 apiece.
This is pretty decent field position for the Thunderhawks.
Think about this, 4:07 to play. And if you are a ball control offense, that's plenty of time. You can choose some clock. What was it, 3:07? Yeah, 3:07, the last scoring drive.
And they can play for a field goal instead of trying to get into the end zone, but that's an eternity. A little more than 4 minutes with a ground and pound style offense. A guy like Tyler, backfield Tyler Glenn, who can get downhill.
Upper in motion, they'll give it to Glenn. Glenn spinning away from one tackle, and he's at midfield, and it takes 3 more Tigers to bring him down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12 and a 1st down. That's a big night.
Yeah, we just mentioned Glenn, and right on 1st down, they hand it to him up the middle. Look at the individual effort, ability to have vision, the footwork to jump cut, keep his feet churning in traffic, taking 5 or 6 Tigers with him.
How do you spin in traffic? I mean, I don't get it, but he had the athleticism to do it.
And he protected the football.
He's a big guy too. pounding it in the middle. Glenn takes it inside the Tiger 45-yard line.
And when you continue to get first downs, the clock's going to stop. You don't have to worry about clock management and using your timeouts, but this Tiger defense is going to have to send some pressure right up the middle, slow down this run game from Tyler Glenn. Colton, Lakes, Hess, Pop going to have to get a little closer to the line of scrimmage, and then secondary is going to have to stay home for play action pass.
They've eaten a minute off the clock. They took it over at the 4:05 mark. Here's Glenn again, and he takes it down the left side, and I think he's going to get that first down. Well, it might be a little short. He needed the 38. Got to the 39.
Running right behind JT Timmy. Boutar up front, Finley. They're getting a push. And the way they fire off the line, it looks like they're in a track meet. It's like ready, set, go, and they're in a full sprint down the field collectively.
Third down and short. Big play, Glenn again. And he'll bounce it outside and get the first down. Everybody thought he was going to stay the course and go inside. He bounces it outside and gets the first down easily.
Michael Newbold, number 17, defensive end, may have saved a touchdown. Glenn tried to bounce it outside. Keeps his feet moving, uses his third leg, puts his hand on the ground. Great effort.
Got 5 on that play. It's first down from the 35. Here's Glenn again. Glenn is this entire drive, left side, right side, and he is just continuing to pound the middle.
Yeah, they're dominating the line of scrimmage, and if you watch Nick Hoffmeyer, he was the lead man down the field on all line.
They pitch it outside, and a great tackle on Van Fossen.
Clock's running.
And Lakota's going to take a timeout. Yeah, East will take the timeout with 1:38 to go. So think about it. It was the 4-minute mark when they took over the football, and they have gotten 2 big first downs, and the biggest one was on 3rd down to Glenn, and it really was impressive at that particular time. So it has been a Lakota drive to remember. Each Friday night at 11 o'clock on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Join us for High School Blitz. Neil Sika and Matt Pincus have all the highlight scores and analysis from around the state of Ohio. Wednesdays at 7, they'll set up the weekend with High School Blitz preview. It's all here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. So East trying to get it into the end zone. We are knotted at 28. This has been quite a drive in the last 4 minutes of this football game. And can the Tigers come up with the big stop here at home? 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 27. Van Fossen in motion. That is Glenn, and he is stopped by Pop, and there's a flag on the play. He got to the 25-yard line. That's where the marker was, but there is a flag. Officials huddling, and here's the call from Chad Adams. Oh,
defense,
my.
number 42. 5-yard penalty, resulting in enforcement, first down.
It really didn't matter if he had the first or not because of first down by penalty.
Yeah, 42, Andrew Hess. Incidental face mask, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
1:23 on the clock. Glenn the lone back. He will get it again on the trap, and he gets away, and he will get down to the goal line. Touchdown! Lakota East with Tyler Glenn staying on his feet as he broke the plane and had enough momentum to get to the goal line.
You want to talk about a big, strong kid who is a low. You're talking about number 31, Tyler Glenn, 5'11", 220 pounds. It's tough to bring a kid like that down. And the battle of attrition right now is being won by the Thunderhawks.
1 minute and 11 seconds to go here in this 4th quarter, and the kick is good. I'll tell you what, he is. And we've got a flag on the play. And it comes from the back judge. Let's see. We'll check out with 1:10 to play, 34-28 if it stands. We'll check with Chad here.
The play is a field goal. After the play, dead ball, personal foul, kicking team. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Wow.
So a personal foul against East. And let's look at the touchdown.
Dive straight up the middle. Watch the individual effort. 1, 2, 3 broken tackles. Diving into the end zone. Tyler Glenn reminds me a lot of high school version of Carlos Hyde. Just a low, keep churning. He's doing the feed me signal after he scores a touchdown. He keeps his legs moving. He broke at least 3 to 4 tackles. See him laying in the end zone after that. Tremendous effort.
8 plays and 59 yards. And more importantly, 2 minutes and 57 seconds off the clock. So now the penalty assessed on the kickoff. So East will kick from their own 25-yard line. This is important because Van Fossen has been kicking this thing into the end zone. So this is returnable.
Oh, this is an opportunity for the Tigers to get some field position to run their 2-minute offense. This kick and the kick coverage is going to be very important.
From the 25, and that is a huge kick. Taken at the 18. Up the middle. Big return to the 45-yard line. That's Beck. Cameron Beck brings it all the way to the 45, and now Loveland has 1 minute and 4 seconds to work on the clock and get the time score.
Well, they have 2 timeouts, and this offense doesn't have to necessarily rush. They can work the sidelines with the quick throws and get out of bounds to stop the clock.
27-yard kickoff return. Set this up. Flip to throw. Looking far side. Nothing open. He's going to turn it on. He's in the middle of the field. Flag on the play as he comes down to the near sideline. 30, 20. He gets a block from Waddell, and he's all the way inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. But we've got a flag on the play. It is way back at the almost to midfield. The flag is at the 47-yard line, and you see Plitt. He made the run of his life so far this season right there.
It's showing you what he can do with his legs. He had the patience to not force the football.
During the play, sideline warning on Loveland. There's no penalty for this foul. It is their first warning.
So Plitt will take that, and that is a sideline warning, and the play stands.
Oh, wow. Let's take a look here to see the play action rolling out to his left. Got his shoulder square, nothing was there. Had enough awareness to turn up the field, reverse to the other side, and look at Plitt go. Picks up a great block from Waddell. And now we have a different ball game, and it all goes back to the penalty on that extra point.
50.7 seconds to go in the football game. That was a 50-yard run. and he was definitely thinking of throwing it.
He was going to throw it first, and nothing was there. And that's where that senior leadership, all the experience from the state championship year, the hardships from last year, his leadership showed, his poise on that one play right there symbolized who Plitt is.
This team lost to Milford in the season finale last year. That eliminated the Tigers from any chance at the playoffs. But boy, they are playing with determination in the opener this season.
Oh, yes, they are. And Plitt was determined to run this ball as close to the end zone as possible. The Thunderhawk defense lost contain. Everyone was in prevent mode, retreat mode, and they forgot about number 9.
So 5 yards is what they need for a touchdown. Marcus, do you think they go inside, or do they try to get the edge here?
Well, being that they still have 2 timeouts, I'm expecting them to run the football 2 times. Give it, run the ball on first down, get what you can get. Play action on second down, and let's figure it out on third down.
50.7 seconds to play in the football game. They're down 7, 35-28. Waddell and Gages in the backfield. The count. Waddell's got the football. Coming near sideline, and he will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And we get a timeout. Fred Cranfield right there to call the timeout.
Free safety. Kevin Brady filling the alley. And as a safety, you don't want to play in the end zone. The ball's on the goal line. Everyone has to be right on that goal line in attack mode. And I think as an offensive coordinator, Waddell will be my decoy right now. Grit and what, the things that Plitt has done with his legs in the second half just shows you a 50-yard run. That quarterback option is there with the fake to Waddell. Counter could be there. But what you don't want to do is throw the football and turn it over. You still have 1 timeout, 4 seconds left.
The 5-yard line is where it's at. I think the clock is wrong. Referee's coming over here. He's looking at the clock. They're resetting that clock.
Yeah.
But not to 3 seconds, is it? No, that's not right. Teams are ready to go here, but Chad
40
Adams is saying 40. See, I thought it was 43, and I knew that the play started at 50.7, so it was less than 8 seconds. So here we go again. Second play from the 5-yard line. Plitt is going to run it himself. He's going to take it into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Drew Plitt, the senior quarterback, scores for the Tigers with 37.2 seconds left. It's a 5-yard run, and now it's 35-34, Lakota East.
And that's the play I was anticipating off the triple option look with the play action. You want the ball in number 9, Plitt's hands, get the defense guessing going one direction. And this senior leader has laid it on the line in this 4th quarter.
So Riley Boucher comes in to try to tie the football game with 37.2 seconds to go. And the Tigers are going to go for the tying point, but they're going to take a timeout first. Here's a look at the touchdown by Plitt. It looks almost like a naked bootleg, but he does have a blocker out there.
Yeah, Jake Farrell led the charge off the play action look, but the bootleg was there, and they split the formation to the right side into the boundary, the short side of the field, which gave Plitt plenty of room to get to the perimeter to get into the end zone.
I thought he might take it to the pylon. He didn't have to go to the pylon. Well, this is the Eastern Cincinnati League's Tigers playing against the Greater Cincinnati League, the GMC, and the Greater Miami Conference. And I'm telling you what, it's Division I against Division II, but boy, there is a level playing field tonight.
Yeah, it is a level playing field. And as I stated earlier, Lakota East was more like thunder with the ground than the pound, but then Loveland comes back with their lightning, striking in big chunks of yardage in just a matter of seconds, and they've shown it time and time again.
Loveland has changed their mind. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Put it all on the line right here. Plitt is going to come near side with it, looking for somebody to throw it to, and he will be stopped, or will they push him close to the end zone? There's a big scrum. It's a rugby scrum. It's still there. They are going to blow it dead, though, and I think Lakota East is going to stop Loveland. The referee came in waving his arms, blowing his whistle, and the 2-point conversion is no good.
Plitt gave it his all. his best effort. And what he didn't see was he had Luke Waddell wide open in the end zone. He just couldn't find him. You see the sprint out pass, high percentage two-point conversion call. Nothing was there. Great job by the defense, but look at the second and third effort. The awareness of the lineman to try to push them into the pile. It's hard to push 2-3 yards with those big bodies in the middle.
Boy, it was close. I mean, they had it down to about the half-yard line. Great effort. Came down to a 2-point conversion. It failed with 37.2 seconds left, but still, there's time on the clock.
Well, it's tough to convert a two-point conversion at any level, high school, college, pros, especially when they know it's coming. I honestly thought they were going to fake the field goal and go for two that way.
Oh, really?
Fake the extra point.
Yeah.
Because the defense was lined up ready for the block, and it was right for a fake.
Hands team in there for Lakota East. Onside kick coming. Loveland is ready. Ball on the 40. And here we go. It's got to go 10. Got a big bounce. And I think Lakota East covered it on the sideline. They did. It's Thunderhawks football at the 49-yard line.
Well, barring a bad snap or mishandling of the football, it's going to be tough for the Tigers down 1 point without any timeouts and 37 seconds left. 36 seconds.
What a football game.
Woo. Week 1.
Week 1 last year, Lakota West beat Loveland by 3 in game 1, 49-46. And here's East going to take a knee. They'll run that clock.
You know, high school football, I don't know how much time they put into game-winning situations like a two-point conversion. It's that one bread and butter play that you can go to as your two-point play. You see a lot of teams run over and throw it back, but my hat goes off to both teams in a great effort.
Clock running down, under 10 seconds to go. The two teams are going to shake hands at midfield. What a football game. It comes down to the last play on the two-point conversion, and Lakota East survives as they come to Loveland and beat the Tigers by the final score of 35-34. A wonderful football game, hard fought on both sides, and East survives. What a great play by Clint to get them down there to score. Tyler Glenn's touchdown, and the extra point was the difference. 35-34 East.